Good morning. Hey, thanks for joining me again. Listen, I've got another special guest that I'm going to have coffee with this morning. It is none other than the one and only principal of Canyon View, Christina Giguiere. One of my favorite people in the whole world, and I can't wait for you guys to meet her. She is super special. And so we are meeting this morning. Dealing with the dog catcher. Anyways, it's a funny story. So, I made that PLC video last week, and she's made a comment. She's like, because I had been trying to get together with her to have lunch. She's like, yeah, let's go have coffee next week. And she's like, you know, you pick the date. I'm available on the 13th or the 14th. And I said, okay, how about the 13th? And then she's one of those people, apparently, that when you get back, she's on the 13th or the 14th. And then I'm like, okay, how about the 13th? And then she's like, I can't do it the 13th. How about the 14th? And I'm like, you just said that you were available on the 13th or the 14th. So then she goes, okay, you pick the place. So I'm like, okay, Pete's Coffee over by your house. And she's like, I can't do Pete's because I'm, and I'm like, you just said pick the place. So anyways, that's Christina. And I don't even know what we're going to talk about, but it'll be good to see her. I haven't seen her all summer. And I love just catching up with my friends. So Christina Giguiere coming up on, I don't even have a name for this, on Mr. N's teacher vlog. Stay tuned. I have to film this because I got this steak wrap from Starbucks. It's brand new, and I told her that I would give her a review on it. So I'm gonna take my first bite right now. Oh, hot!
You really got mostly bread.
I just got crust. Hold on. The sauce is pretty good. I see some steak in there. Can you see it? I gotta let this cool down. Hold on. Okay.
Hello.
Hi guys. I'm here with Christina Giguiere, principal of Canyon View Elementary School in Irvine, California.
Shooting Stars.
The Shooting Stars.
Yes.
What's your PVIS?
Star. Safety first. Take
Safety.
Responsibility. Act respectfully. Reach for personal best.
I tested her. Glad she knew that.
I passed.
Okay, so today I asked Christina if she can talk to you new teachers. Mm-hmm. She's going to give some new teachers some teacher advice from a principal's perspective.
Yes.
Okay, so can you introduce yourself first? Like, tell me a little bit more about you.
All right, so Darin just told you I'm the principal at Canyon View Elementary. I'll be going into my 4th year there. And prior to that, I was a principal in Redondo Beach. And before that, I worked at UCI, and I worked with all new teachers. I actually coordinated the credential program there. So
that is so
lots
cool.
of experience with being a student
we
teacher.
Love student teachers.
And hiring student teachers into Irvine.
That's great. Okay, so Christina's on summer vacation now, and I plucked her out of that just to talk to you guys, okay? So what is like your top 3 tips for a new, these are teachers that have already gotten hired?
Yes.
Okay, so for new teachers that have just got hired in Irvine. No, anywhere, because I know that a lot of you are not just in Irvine. So this is for new teachers, yes.
So number 1, I would say just really get to know everybody at your school. build those relationships. As a new teacher, you know, you might be nervous and shy and not wanting to bother people or spend a lot of time with, you know, office staff and things like that. But I think it's so important to sit down with your principal, ask a lot of questions.
So you wouldn't mind that?
No, I would love that. I love when my new hires just want to, you know, pick my brain and
you wouldn't think
things.
that, oh man, why did I hire this? They don't know anything. Why do they want to talk to me now?
No, it means they want to invest and they want to get to know, the littlest things, right? I just told my new hires, when they come and go from the building, I told them, I said, don't go in and out like the back way. Come through the office. Get to know the administrative assistant, the clerk, the TOSA, the custodian. Spend that time in the morning and the afternoon checking in with people, because that's how you make those connections.
Yeah, for sure. That's a great tip.
Yeah.
Great tip. So you got to learn how to network. And I know that a lot of you have networked with me on YouTube and other social medias, but it's super important for you to also network within your own school and district.
Yeah, get into, you know, other grade levels. Don't just, you know, be with your team, but reach out to vertical teams, you know, primary, upper, ask to go visit their classrooms. Don't be afraid to ask your principal too, like, is it okay if I get a half-day sub and I spend some time in this classroom because I heard they're good at management or technology?
That only happens in Irvine.
We love supporting them.
That only happens. I know if you're in another district, you're like, oh my gosh,
really?
They would never go for that. But yeah, okay, so in Irvine, we let our teachers go to other schools and visit other classrooms just to get ideas and inspiration.
Yeah.
And that's pretty awesome of us. So maybe you should come work in Irvine.
Yeah.
Okay, tip number 2?
Tip number 2 would be, it's okay to say no. As a brand new teacher.
Oh, that's a good one, because you're probably really hesitant to say no, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to say yes to everything.
Yeah, you don't want to disappoint people, you don't want to let people down or seem like you're not, you know, really that gung-ho person.
Yeah.
But you have, you know, BITSA to do, you might have primary literacy project.
That's induction.
Yeah, induction. People just are pulling you in a lot of different directions, and, you know, when someone throws out, oh, conference idea, or you want to, you know, go do this, you don't have to do everything.
So how could they say that in a way that would not, how can you say no?
Well, I just think to be able to say, you know, I'm taking on this and this. I really want to be able to dedicate any extra time that I have to like my kids and my families and my classroom and my PLC. And I just think, you know, maybe next year.
Yeah, like, we understand how busy a new teacher is with all the extra stuff that they have to go through. So trust me, if you say no, like, I'm totally overwhelmed, I gotta say no to this, like, we will completely understand. Which means I probably could have said no to that parking lot duty, yeah?
No, you have to do duty.
Okay.
Don't miss your duty.
Tip number 3.
Oh my gosh, there's so many little things here and there, but it's kind of the opposite of saying no.
That would be yes.
Say yes, no. Like, if you're considering, oh, should I go to that family restaurant night, or should I, you know, stay after and be a part of the talent show? When it comes to doing things for your community and your families, the teachers that kind of show up, right? The concert, you know, the restaurant night, it makes a big difference. The parents and the kids, they go, ooh, my teacher was, you know, at restaurant night, and they remember it forever. So I would say show up for that stuff.
So if you see the theme here, there's a theme of making connections with your community, as you said. So not only your teacher community, but also parent community and administration as well. So it's really important for you as a new teacher to make those connections. And it's not easy for a lot of you. I know that a lot of you are introverted and shy, and you're not necessarily confident in making these connections, but you got to do it. So important.
That's great.
Do you have any other suggestions or tips?
I think that's enough, you know, because you're already overwhelmed.
That's true. It's just,
you have a lot on your plate.
So sum this up. You're going to say yes and you're going to say no.
Find a balance.
Okay.
Find that balance, for sure. Don't burn out. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yes. You know, okay, this is for teachers that are not hired yet. Can you give them, and I might have to edit this out, but what tips do you have for them? Like, because a lot of them are like, gosh, should I go drop off my resume, or what recommendations do you have for them?
So I actually spend a lot of time talking with newbies about this. I go to the panels for principals, for the credential programs, because I believe, personally, you're competing with thousands of people, right, in an EdJoin pool, that you have to make a name for yourself. You have to do something that's going to set yourself apart.
Absolutely.
So I believe in going to the schools, dropping off information, sending emails to principals. What's the worst that happens? They delete it or they don't reply to you. But a link to a blog, a link to a video, a link to an online portfolio.
So you read all the emails?
I at least look at them, yes.
What about email versus in-person dropping off?
So in person, I tend not to even connect because they just go to the office and they leave it and no one lets me know that they're there.
Okay.
So actually that'd be a good conversation. The office staff should maybe let the principal know you're there, just in case the principal has a couple minutes to meet you.
Yeah.
And like making a connection through a teacher is huge, because another teacher will come and say, oh, you should look at so-and-so.
Yeah.
I know them from blank.
Right. I've referred so many people that I've met to principals, and
yeah, don't be afraid to use your network.
Yeah.
I know it feels sometimes not genuine or authentic to ask someone to help you out, but sometimes it's going to get your foot in the door.
Yeah. Okay. What has been the wildest thing that has, like, email or letter or in-person thing that any prospective teacher has ever done?
Oh, I don't have any wild
Oh,
stories.
there's none? They haven't sent you like a box of chocolate or anything?
No one's gone like crazy with dropping off stuff or sending anything inappropriate. Oh, but do check those privacy settings on your Facebook page. No, I'm serious, because before I interview
this is such a good tip. This is a great tip. Yeah.
Yeah, and if your Facebook profile is not set privately, then I'll see all your fun pictures, and so that will make
prior to your job search, make sure, this is for anybody. My wife, she has told me the same thing, like, you got to get an appropriate email address. So your super sexy fun beach bikini body 97, like, you got to get rid of that.
Totally.
And then go to an incognito window in Google and Google yourself and make sure that everything that comes up on there is appropriate.
Yeah.
And I tell you, like, my wife works for Barnes & Noble. They have a person that does this. Like, we'll go check all your social media and make sure that it's legit.
I hired someone lovely, and I'm so excited to bring her on board, but she actually didn't have all of her privacy settings, and there was nothing inappropriate on her Facebook page. But after I hired her, I pulled her in and I said, you know what, you should check that out, because the parents, it's the first thing they're going to do.
For sure. Thank you so much. Those are great tips.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that is so valuable. You're welcome, people out there, for getting Christina on here, because that's some great information for new teachers and prospective new teachers.
Well, happy summer, everybody.
Happy summer.
Enjoy the rest of your time off.
Yes. Okay, I'll talk to you again later. Do you see why I love that girl so much? She is amazing. Christina Giguiere from Canyon View, and I can't thank her enough for doing it. You just got information from a principal about getting hired, about what to do once you get hired, and those tips are invaluable. That is from a pro right there. A great principal. Thank you, Christina, for sharing all that information with you guys, with me, and with you guys. And I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your time. So I love hanging out with you. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I will talk to you again tomorrow. Peace.